My name is Mario, and I'm from Honduras. And my question is related to your role as the youngest member of parliament, and specifically, I would like to understand what the priorities of the younger generation of Indians are, and how you're giving a voice to this generation.
Hi Mario. I'm not the youngest. I'm one of the youngest, so I'll correct that. But yes, I think uh, being a younger MP, the responsibility is more because you are representing a segment which is the largest segment, like I said earlier. So almost 65% of our population is under age of 35, and the problems faced by the younger people are something which perhaps are not very easily understood by other people, because back in the day the generation changes used to happen after 20, 30 years. Today there are generational gaps within 10 years or even smaller periods of time. And the relatability with what is that the youth needs, how do they think, what is it that they want, it's really changed a lot. Most of the people within that age in India have a very different mindset. They are past that colonial hangover. They're born in independent India. They don't think they owe anything to anyone. They want to make a good life for themselves. They want to grow in life. They want to build, get a good education. They want to grow. The whole aspiration matrix is very different. The way of thinking is very different. And I think the biggest responsibility as a younger member of parliament is to voice their opinions. How do they feel it? Also, what kind of a cultural system do we imbibe and we want to propagate, and how do we want to move forward? Because we have a very rich traditional culture history going back thousands of years, which is something that we are very emotional about as well and hold very closely to our heart. I mean, I'll give you an example from the state I come. We've just found in the state of Haryana, Hisar, Rakhigadi is the oldest settlement which has been found almost 20 years back, but the real work has just started now. It's a settlement which is close to 7 to 8,000 years old, much older than Indus Valley Civilization, Mohenjodaro or Harappa, or whatever we've read in the history book so far. The human skeletons they found are supposed to be more than 7,000 years old. So I'm talking about that kind of a history and this kind of a opportunity in young India, which I was talking earlier. Also, the reason I was talking is that in spite of the fact that we have younger MPs and younger politicians, the youth want success. They're doers. They want to achieve something in life, and that's why they look up to the prime minister, who's not exactly young. I mean, he's in 70s, but he's someone who's gone from the very bottom to the very top of the country and has actually showcased to the youth of the country that you don't need to come from a political family, you don't need to come from a business family. You can actually come from nowhere and still reach the top position of the country and transform a country like India and take it to a different paradigm altogether. I think that's what young India is about. I think that's what young India wants. It's not only necessarily that I'm young, so therefore I know what they want. It's also about what they feel and how they want to get to that point. And I think Prime Minister Modi is the epitome of what youth in India want. They want to succeed. And they want to succeed in a way where to bring about a change while being true to their culture, heritage, at the same time be progressive and actually make a good life for themselves and grow. I mean, that's what the youth of the country want.